This is Petrified by Harper. Welcome, adventurer. What follows is a hypnotic fantasy involving suggestions of being turned into a statue by a Gorgon deep beneath a mountain. If this is not your cup of tea, run away now. For the brave souls still present, my advice would be to get comfortable. Whether you imagine best with your eyes open or closed, I leave to your discretion. You do you. So, here we go. Let's begin with you imagining a beach. You're on a beach looking out at the ocean. It's a beautiful, sunny day, and the water is clear and blue. I'm sure you can imagine the feeling of the sun on your face, and the gentle wind tugging slightly at the toga I'd like you to imagine you're wearing over your tunic. The ancient Greek garb might feel a bit drafty downstairs, but in the heat of the sun, it's quite comfortable. Imagine, in short, that you're on a beach in Greece a long time ago. Isn't this nice? Listening to the sound of the waves lapping, some seagulls perhaps in the distance. Feel the sweetness of the breeze in your hair, the comforting heat of the sun on your skin. You may also hear the crackling of your campfire next to you, smelling its smoke and feeling the heat that radiates from it. Just take another moment to enjoy the blue sky, the warmth of the sun, and the general idyll of the scene. This beautiful, peaceful beach, which is a wonderful starting spot for our little adventure together. Now, imagine turning around and see before you a tall cliff face, reaching way up towards the beautiful ancient Greek sky. There are probably gods up there, somewhere. At the bottom of the cliff, at beach level, there is a cave. This is a cave the locals know way better than to go anywhere near, despite the legends of treasure hidden down there. They used to go near it and into it, but seeing as no one ever came back, they eventually stopped. It took them surprisingly long. Now, I'd like you to imagine you're the sort of optimistic idiot of an adventurer who'd disregard the clearly wussy and superstitious locals because you're obviously much smarter, stronger, braver, and infinitely more good-looking than they are. And I'd like you to imagine that you really, really, really like treasure. Next to the fire, there are some torches in the sand. You pick one up and light it in the flames before making your way over to the cave. And so you stand before the opening of the cave, the sounds of the ocean behind you, wind softly rustling your hair, the warm sun on your backside, kissing it goodbye. You peer into the darkness of the cave, gripping the wooden shaft of your torch perhaps just a touch more tightly. You may feel a sense of anticipation as you stand here on the threshold of this other world, peering into the depths, knowing you're about to go down into them. To calm yourself, you take a deep, calming breath in, hold it for a moment, and let it out. Realizing that your feet still aren't actually moving into the cave, you take another deep, calming breath in, hold it, and out. And having gotten started, it's easy to keep breathing calmly and calmingly as you go down, isn't it? You enter the cave, torch held high. You can hear the sounds of the beach behind you as you start walking down into the cave. It's wide enough that two people could walk side by side comfortably, and high enough that you can walk straight without worrying about hitting your head. As you hear the sounds of the beach grow dimmer and dimmer behind you, the sound of your feet against the stone starts taking over, until that's all there is. Just the sound of your footsteps reverberating up and down the cave. All you see is the floor, walls, and ceiling immediately in front of you, lit up by the flame of your torch, flickering fancifully on the walls due to the dancing of the flame. The cave at this stage feels natural, like a pathway dug into the mountain by water over thousands and thousands of years. The walls are rough and solid. You can feel the reassuring weight of the mountain around you, can't you? The mountain welcoming you inside, embracing you firmly, rock solid and safe. You notice how the cave is inclining ever so slightly downwards, taking you down, down, deeper with every step you take. Down into the depths of the mountain, down toward treasure. Slowly, gradually, inexorably down. All you see is rock surrounding you. Beyond, there is only darkness. Quiet, tranquil, undisturbed, pure, soft darkness. You hear your descending footsteps echo off the walls and disappear down the cave ahead of you. You may start to notice the walls around you start to look smoother and the floor less rough, as if carved by people. As you go down deeper into the mountain, you start to see pictures painted on the walls. The first picture is, quite simply, of a beautiful woman with long hair and an elegant, simple dress. You keep going. There's treasure waiting, no time for art. You need to keep going down. And going further down, in the next picture, the woman is joined by a bearded man with a trident. Not a man, you realize, as you walk past. A god. Further down, the god and the woman are joined in an embrace in a temple. Yet further down, and there is a goddess in the picture. She's wearing a helmet with a plume, carrying a spear and a shield. There's an owl by her side. She looks proud and very, very angry. Down, down, down the passageway. In the next picture, the bearded man is shown recoiling from the beautiful woman, who now has snakes for hair and long, sharp talons for nails. The next picture shows the woman miserable and alone. You keep on walking down. In the last picture, she is surrounded by the shapes of people and looks happier, somewhat. You continue on, down, down, down into the depths of the mountain, hearing nothing but the steady tap, tap of your feet, seeing nothing but the right here, right now, surrounded by stable, gentle darkness. You arrive at some stairs hewn into the stone. There's an iron railing along the wall. You reach out and feel the cool metal beneath your hand. Sturdy, steadying, reassuring. See yourself going down the stairs as I count from 10, step down. 9, each step bringing you deeper. 8, down into the depths. 7, down into the mountain. 6, down into darkness. 5, down, deeper, down. 4, calmly, wonderfully, easily. 3, down. 2, almost at the bottom. And 1. Reaching the bottom of the stairs, you find yourself standing at a landing. Before you hangs a platform with railings, made of wood, hanging from sturdy chains from somewhere up in the shaft above. You step forward onto the platform. It barely gives way at all, feeling sturdy and secure beneath your feet. Gently, as if by magic, it starts moving down on its own accord, taking you down with it. Down with the number 10, sinking down. 9, deeper and deeper. 8, descending steadily into the deep. 7, 6, dropping, drifting, down, deeper, down. 5, 4, down in peaceful darkness. 3, steadily, constantly. 2, almost at the very bottom. And 1. The platform makes a soft thud as it reaches the floor of a massive cavern. So quiet, so still, so peaceful and serene, you find yourself in this huge, dark space. The light of your torch is hitting no walls here, just a huge, empty, peaceful nothing. For a moment you allow yourself a rest here, just enjoying the calm, tranquil nothingness, the peaceful stillness of the deepest parts of the mountain, letting the peace of the mountain surround you, letting it into your mind and soul, at ease, at peace. In front of you, in the distance, a speck of light appears. It looks warm and inviting, and you unconsciously start moving towards it, like a moth drawn to a flame. The sound of your footsteps disappears into the dark depths of the cavernous space, lost forever. Moving slowly through the space toward the light, eyes so focused on the warmth ahead, you barely notice the silhouettes you pass in the dark. Closer and closer, and now you see that the light shines through a doorway. The light comes closer and closer, until at last you arrive. Standing at the door, you see a great stone hall that makes you think of a grand art museum. There are torches and fires along the edges of the hall and along the pathways in it, pathways between the army of statues that cover the hall. You look around, seeing no movement anywhere, only the flickering of 100 torches. You leave your own in a holder at the door as you make your way down into the hall, in between the statues. Each and every statue is beautiful. They're so detailed and lifelike, looking like they could move at any moment. But none do. They all appear carefully lit, with precisely placed torches surrounding them. There is a great range of poses, but all the statues look happy. Some comfortably content, some amused, some joyful, but they all look happy. You wander among them, looking at their happy faces. You come across one you find breathtakingly beautiful. You stop to stare, and you can't help but reach out and gently stroke the statue's face, feeling the cold, smooth stone beneath your fingers as you trace the statue's features. Looking into the statue's dull, lifeless eyes in its joyful face, it's easy to find yourself wondering what it would be like, standing there, eternally still, eternally beautiful. Sighing, almost wistfully, you turn around. Your eyes meet the eyes of another, and for a moment you assume it's a statue, but these eyes are very much alive, and they're looking right back at you. Deep green eyes with a black serpentine slit in the middle. All you can see is the eyes, and you find yourself unable to look away, your body starting to feel funny, like every part of you is just slowing down. You feel warm, soft hands gently guiding your limbs into a comfortable pose. You can barely feel them anymore. You feel a rigidity that starts in your bones, fusing them together before it moves on out into your muscles, freezing them, locking them in place. Your feet, your calves, your thighs, freezing up, your stomach, your back, your arms and shoulders, locking up tight. The hands move to your face, giving your cheek a gentle caress before going to your mouth, guiding the sides of your mouth up into a gentle smile. The feeling of rigidity moves from your unmoving muscles and into your skin, making it cold and hard. I don't know if you can feel the soft lips that gently kiss your forehead, or if you've already lost all sensation. Your whole body is still now, frozen in place. There is no movement, no capacity for movement. You are locked in place, eyes locked, looking forward, unblinkingly, unseeing. You feel your mind starting to grow still too, following the body and just slowing down, down, until it stops. Completely still, completely frozen. You are a statue, eternally unthinking, eternally unmoving, still. And so, our adventure has come to an end. You are a statue, surrounded by statues, unaware as history passes you by, and centuries and millennia slowly grind the world to dust. But you remain safe and protected, secure in the great, empty, peaceful depths of the mountain. Occasionally, over the years, new eyes arrive in the great hall to take in your beauty before they, too, join you as part of the Gorgon's collection. You see nothing of this. You hear none of this. You feel nothing. You're just there, still, always. Not every adventure has a happy ending, but they say it's about the journey and not the destination anyway. And while being a statue for the rest of time might not have been the treasure our adventurer was hoping for, I do hope you enjoyed it. For now, though, the adventure is ended, and it's time to come back up. Rise for me as I count you up from 1 to 10, awakening on the count of 10, feeling wonderful, refreshed, energized, and once more quite capable of movement. 1, starting to lift gently. 2, rising up. 3, starting to become aware of your body. 4, up toward wakefulness. 5, gently moving your fingers and toes. 6, up toward the light. 7, becoming aware of your surroundings. 8, giving your body a bit of a stretch. 9, eyes opening. And 10, wide awake, feeling wonderful, refreshed and energized. I thank you for going on this journey with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Safe journey, my friend. That was Petrified by Harper.